Alright, what's up everybody? Here we are for yet another new season of Arrow. Season 4 we've already arrived at. Now here's the thing. So, I have not heard the greatest things about Season 4 of Arrow. I saw some people saying it was like by far their least favorite season. I have a friend who's a big fan of Arrow and he kind of warned me for Season 4, you know what I mean? Apparently it's not that bad early on at all. It's more towards like the later half or something where things take a turn for the worst or something. I mean, I don't know, to be fair. Like, this is the thing, right? I do try to always go in with a complete open mind, right? Like, no expectations whatsoever. I'm just telling you, I've been told certain things. And again, very vaguely, right? Just like, oh, this season is not that great and it's generally ranked the lowest of all of them. You know, this is the funny thing maybe about me, but it almost makes me the more excited to dive into it just to like see, okay, how am I going to feel about it in that case, right? And how am I going to compare it to the other seasons and stuff? I mean, that's the thing, like, I've just been loving this show, honestly. I thought the first 3 seasons were all great. And it's funny because people even told me, you know, while I was on season 3 that like, oh, it's better than they remember. And I see a lot of people apparently like ranking season 3 pretty low on the list overall. Whereas I thought it was a super enjoyable season. Maybe, you know, like, I don't know, I feel like the climax wasn't as bombastic and explosive. Like even the final fight between Oliver and Ra's al Ghul, I feel like it, I don't know, for some reason kind of lacked impact. A little bit, maybe. Also, when Oliver kind of killed him, even though it was done well, and I get, of course, that Oliver kind of killed him in the same way that he initially killed Oliver back in that 9th episode or something, right? But again, like those heights that Season 3 eventually sort of reached midway through, I don't think were really met anymore towards the climax of the season, if that makes sense. But it was still a great season. Like, I really enjoyed it. And, I would have a hard time actually ranking the first 3 seasons and, you know, saying which one I liked more. I think it's easy to just focus sort of on, like, the main villain or something, right? And so in that regard, like, yeah, Slade probably will be my favorite. I really like Malcolm, too, to be fair. But Malcolm is starting to, turn more into like a recurring character rather than an actual one-season villain, of course, right? Technically, that's what Slade, of course, also was back in Season 1. He was already there, just more as an ally, right? But, yeah, no, it's been a fantastic run already. And, again, therefore, it makes me all the more sort of curious, like, okay, how bad can it get? You know what I mean? Like, how bad can Season 4 truly get in that case if people are warning me about it and stuff? Apparently, Season 5 is going to be, like, amazing again after that. So, you know, it's going to be sort of like a one-time thing, I guess, surely. But, like I said, I feel like it's not even going to be, you know, until, like, the latter half or something of the season where that's going to start becoming apparent. Apparently. But that being said, guys, we are, of course, diving into this season once again with a very open-ended final sequence to Season 3, I guess you could say, right? Where it's like, okay, where do we go from here? So Oliver is basically driven into the sunset with Felicity, right? Searching for a new life, kind of, yeah, passing over the torch to Diggle for the time being, it seems like, right? And Diggle's gonna have to come up with his own identity. Okay, interesting. But what is Oliver going to do? Like, Oliver is not, you know, he's not going to stay wherever the hell he's going. Coast City, it seems like it's called, basically, right? And it seems kind of tied to where Oliver himself actually went also after the whole Hong Kong storyline, right? Like, it seemed after that he went to this Coast City, and now we see him going there also in the current timeline of things. So that's going to kind of tie into each other again very neatly, I guess. Interesting. Why... Yeah, like, why did Oliver choose to still spend more time there, especially in that prequel timeline I'm thinking about, when he could have already gone back, right? But he felt he wasn't ready yet. And, yeah, he wasn't fully ready to become that Arrow and that vigilante yet who was gonna, you know, kind of save the day for people, I guess, right? But, yeah, so... that part is fascinating. Of course, again, they're leaving everything open-ended, right? Thea also, who just, you know, seems to be ready to take over the Arsenal identity, but then Roy is once again left, and I'm like, are we just really not going to see him back anymore? And what is Thea going to do? Because Thea hasn't exactly felt excited to go to Starling City anymore, right? It seems like she wants to be her own superhero or vigilante, call it whatever you want, in like a whole new place. Well, maybe in the city actually, now that I'm thinking about it, what if the city that Roy ultimately went to. See, I don't know if we even got confirmation what city it was. What if it's the same fucking place that Oliver is about to be going to? You know what I mean? Like, we're just gonna temporarily switching to this new setting or something. While maybe still seeing Diggle and Laurel kind of take on the bad guys in Starling City or something. I don't know how this is all gonna play out, man. But I'll be fascinated to kind of see exactly how it's gonna be handled. One more thing that I should bring up. It was brought up to me by a patron. And again, it definitely felt like I was missing out on something there. But there was an episode where Laurel suddenly showed up with that crazy screaming move that she did, right? That she managed to, like, stun a bunch of enemies with. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? We didn't even see her really, like, develop that or something, right? At least I thought so. I'm like, did I miss something? What the hell happened? And then I got explained that, like, no, this is actually what happens in that Flash crossover episode back in season 1, if you remember. And again, by now, that's for me months ago. So it's not exactly surprising that, you know, I just didn't think about it anymore. But it was Cisco that built the stack for her in that one crossover episode. And from there on, she started to get it. So again, it's all becoming more and more apparent, right? That, like, watching all the crossover stuff is really important to be able to follow along with the storylines. There was also something in the Flash that I missed because I skipped over the crossover episode where they started talking about the newspaper article or whatever again. And so at the time, I felt kind of like left out, you know what I mean? This is, of course, the thing that I'm trying to prevent really badly right now by catching up on Arrow, watching literally 6 episodes a week over on Patreon right now. We're almost there because I'm starting season 4 here of Arrow. I am yet to start season 4 of The Flash, but I'm there right now. I finished season 3 already, so I'm like 2 seasons behind. At the time of recording this, I'm watching at 3 times the pace, so it's gonna be basically this season in The Flash where I will be able to catch up on Arrow already. So that's the good news, I guess, and I'm gonna be there quicker than you can imagine, especially for the people, of course, watching over on Patreon, because on YouTube we are just keeping the same pace and I'm probably still going to be seasons behind. But this is why I'm trying to tell you all here through the commentary at least that, like, don't worry, I am catching up right now, and you won't have to worry much longer from now about me getting spoiled in The Flash, this and that. But yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to diving into this new episode of Arrow. That's basically what we're going to do. Full-length reactions, of course, are going to be up on Patreon if you'd like to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. Over there, you will also be able to get early access to the next bunch of seasons straight away over on my Patreon page. By the time this 4th season goes up on YouTube, honestly, we might be done with the whole show already over on Patreon. I'm just telling you right now. But yeah, go and check all that out. You can also sign up for free and watch the next episode already right now as well. But with that being said, let's dive into the season 4 premiere of Arrow.
The reason I came back was to try and save the people of this city.
You've got the wrong guy. Oliver Queen is in the Arrow.
I am.
You wish.
When I joined the League, I was conscripted with another man, Damien Darhk. Damien continues the League's ways, but through his own organization filled...
Okay. Okay, they keep bringing up Damien Darhk here in the recap even, so it's like, that's gonna be a big deal still, huh? Is he gonna be our next big bad?
You opened up my heart in a way I didn't even know was possible.
Can I say something strange?
Man's gonna open up something else. Prequel or current timeline? I can't tell.
Good morning. How you doing?
Oh, current, I guess, huh? What the fuck?
Hey.
There is no way they started kind of living a normal life, but it seems like that's exactly what they did. How much time has passed?
Felicity Smoke, you have failed this omelet.
Really? How's your jog?
I'm getting used to running without chasing after someone.
Kind of sweaty.
I know. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm telling you, dude, but like at this rate, again, these two are going to have kids. Like, it's about to happen, right? Something is gonna have to, like, force him to go back to it, surely.
So what do you have planned for the rest of the day?
A video conference with the Palmer Tech board, who still question whether I am fit enough to inherit Ray's legacy.
Yo.
Hey, how'd you like your company back as an early Christmas gift?
I think you're doing a better job of running it than I would.
Flirting with bankruptcy.
Exactly. It's just flirting.
So he's just, like, genuinely died? I am so just kind of weirded out by that, man. Like, I feel like I got told that he's supposed to show up in Legends of Tomorrow, but I could be wrong about it, to be fair. Still haven't watched that at this point either, you know what I mean? But it's like, his whole character arc was so weird throughout the season. You know what I mean? They just constantly kept him separate from the rest of the group's activities, this and that, right? Like he was just there basically for Felicity the whole time to hang out with, and then he just dies like by the end of it. Really? Wait. Oh. Okay, so Thea did go back to Starling City, I guess, huh? So it's gonna be her, Laurel, and Diggle, I guess. You know, cleaning up the crime.
This is so awesome!
Damn. Hey, at least Thea's bringing some joy, you know, to these kinds of missions, because you know that Oliver always has to be serious about everything. Ooh. Oh. Oh, Diggle? Okay. Diggle chose to wear a helmet, I guess, huh? Damn. You know, pretty cool design, honestly. I mean, it definitely fits him better, I think, than a mask would. So much for that. They got away. Oh, shit. Look at this. Interesting. Yeah, like a real green... a green arrow right there.
These ghosts are stepping up their attacks. People are so scared they don't even want to leave their home. We asked for help.
Oliver walked.
Here we go.
We're dealing with a crisis.
Oliver believed we could handle Laurel, and he was right.
Was he, though? You just let him get away. See, I told you, like, it's just gonna have to be something that forces Oliver back into it, right? And yeah, what better excuse, I guess, than his friends actually asking him to.
The truth is, these guys are hard to catch. Average, everyday criminals don't have cyanide capsules in their teeth so they can off themselves rather than be interrogated.
Wow, really?
The best I can here.
As like a, you know, worst case scenario, like, oh, they'd rather resort to that than actually getting caught.
The city was dying before more mass showed up to wreak havoc.
I mean, look, we've rebranded the city. We got the new tourism program. We got the new high-speed rail line to Central City.
Hopefully from Central City.
Uh-huh.
Bottom line, we need an influx of people, which means an influx of cash.
Who's this?
Oh. Keep your seats.
Excuse me, this is a private meeting.
Who the fuck is this?
Who the hell are you?
Guy has a presence.
Me? I'm the one who controls, or what do you people call them? The ghosts?
He's their leader.
I'm here on behalf of an organization that wants you to let it die. It's only in the interval after dying that new things can sprout.
That's enough. Get the hell out of...
Cities are like puppies. You see them writhing in agony on the streets, you put them down, you don't let them suffer.
I don't think these guys at the table realize how much danger they are, because this guy probably has a bunch of people with him in the building, no?
None of you seem particularly likable.
Neither do you, my guy!
If you have any friends, or anyone who does love you, I suggest you say goodbye.
Oh, shit. What the fuck is this deal, dude? I still don't really get it. Like, what does he want the city destroyed for?
Don't tell me you made the
In the slow cooker. The slow cooker, you got us, yeah.
I knew it. Slow cookers are absolute life changers.
I don't know how that is not a bumper sticker yet.
Yo, dude, are they having like dinner with the neighbors, or who the fuck are these guys?
You guys really need to get on the school situation here.
Wouldn't it help to have kids first, or I don't know, a kid?
Oh, it takes years to get on that list. And I'm sure kids aren't too far down the line.
Yeah, kind of exactly what I thought.
I need to see it. Do you have it on you?
Honey,
Shh, baby, shh. You have it on you, right?
What? The wedding ring? He's gonna propose to her?
So, when are you gonna pop the question?
Tonight. What are you guys talking about?
Jesus Christ.
Nice reflexes!
Felicity clumsy as ever. 5 years ago, Coast City, here we go.
6 people have died from the crank you've been pushing.
Wow. Okay, wait, so this was kind of his, like, preparation phase, I guess, huh? He was already active as the Arrow over here. That's actually interesting to think about, right? Because, like, surely he did make a name for the Arrow already over here then, right? And people might have been wondering the entire... Well, I don't know. They might have been wondering the entire time where he went, but they would have caught up, you would figure, also about the Arrow then starting to become active in Starling City eventually, right? Damn! Yo! You should be dead, my guy! Oh my god.
You've certainly chosen an unusual hobby, Mr. Queen.
Yo, how the fuck did you just pop up here, literally? What the fuck?
These people needed a strong reminder that the city doesn't bow to terrorists.
Susanna?
I thought that tasted funny.
Oh no. Oh no.
John.
He's poisoned
we
her?
have a problem. City leadership is being targeted. I'm headed to my father. I need you and Thea on the other 2 members.
God damn, dude, there is so much happening already at the start of this episode, man. I'm trying to process it all. There's another thing that I'm like thinking about, which I still find kind of weird. And I can't help but have it pop up in my mind, right? It's like, we do know that Oliver eventually, he gets picked up from the island, right? And that's when he goes to Starling City. That's how the show started. So it's like, I'd figure that he still eventually somehow has to go back to the island for some reason, right? Or like maybe, I don't know, dude, maybe Amanda kidnaps him and literally just like puts him back on the island or something with no way to escape, or because otherwise there's no way that part is going to make sense anymore in any way, right? Like he has to like literally find these people that are gonna rescue him.
I'm closest to the head of emergency services. Thea, I need you at City Hall.
Are you okay?
Can we get a nurse over here?
Fuck you. Oh.
Staff is thinking it might be poison, but I need toxicology.
What the fuck is... Wasn't that the guy just now, though? Next to the guy laying there who took out the knife or whatever? Wasn't the guy next to him supposed to be the guy that was trying to intimidate us all? And just poisoned the woman?
All right.
Just hold on, I get you some help.
I guess not, huh?
You okay?
No, dead. I mean, sure, he was warned, but he didn't really have a choice or something, though, right? Well, yeah, they basically just like warned him, we're gonna fuck this place up. And so they are. Damn. Oh my god!
The district attorney was pronounced dead, and reports are coming in that the city comptroller and the head of emergency services have also been killed. That's pretty much the city leadership.
Guys are like this, it won't be a city left to lead.
Exactly. And that's exactly what they told you would happen, right? This is a fucking desperate situation, and yeah, it only calls for Oliver to have to show up, right? Because this can't be saved otherwise.
So what's the occasion?
Do we need an occasion for dinner?
But this isn't dinner. This is a production. Are we celebrating something?
Sort of depends on how dessert goes.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
You are going to have to try a bite or 2 of this souffle.
Don't do this, Oliver, because you know Felicity is gonna be the type that will just swallow that thing whole. Just gonna find out maybe, when she poops it out. Wow.
What's going on?
You have visitors.
Yeah, I can guess who.
We probably should have called first, but we really need your help.
The media has been calling them the ghosts. They're like,
How symbolic is that, man, that these guys just put the wedding on hold? You know? Oh, shit.
At first we thought they were thieves because they were hitting banks and jewelry stores. But then we found out that they've just been building their war chest. They've now been stealing munitions and heavy arms. And assassinating people.
How do you know? On the TV. Fair enough.
Diggs seems to think we can handle it.
You disagree?
We need the arrow.
The arrow's dead.
We're hoping that's not the case.
He's only dead if you decide for him to be, you know what I mean?
Help us stop these guys, and then you can come back here to your domestic life of tranquility and souffle.
But yeah, no, I get what he's saying actually, because of course the whole city thinks that he's dead, right? And so if he shows up, automatically they know that they never got him.
You're uncharacteristically quiet.
What should I say? Our friends need our help? We should already be in the car.
Here we go.
What do you want, Amanda?
To help you. You haven't returned home because you feel you're a monster, but you can't change who you are in your bones.
I don't need a therapist.
The hood and eye makeup suggest otherwise.
Yeah.
Stop trying to run from your inner darkness. Embrace it. Let it run its course. Oftentimes, the only way out is through.
Nah, I'm sorry, man, but this is a character that I would want nothing to do with.
Through what?
What the fuck?
Argus agents.
Oh.
When you wake up, just remember that I'm trying to help.
Yeah, no, okay, she's just not even like giving him a choice, I guess, huh?
Here I thought.
Man was already encircled, you know, by a bunch of guys, I guess, so he had no way to make it out in the first place. If that drug wasn't so effective.
Here I thought that my days...
In memory of Raymond Palmer, man. Shit.
Now that I'm back, they might actually expect me to do stuff.
I wouldn't worry. We're not gonna stay long. Jeez.
I would not count on that.
Tough not to look out this window and wonder, what did we really accomplish?
Yeah. Maybe just like Malcolm said, the city really always was kind of unsavable. You know what I mean? Like, it's still a shithole.
Oliver, we don't need your help. And if we did, we'll probably choose someone who didn't kidnap my wife and endanger my child.
And no one is asking you to pretend like that didn't happen. But we're in trouble. The city is in trouble.
Yeah, it's got to be for the greater good, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Diggle and Oliver's relationship is ever going to be repairable anymore, though.
Felicity, hacking the court industry databases, I want to know everything that there is to know about these explosives. Laurel, you want to start a dialogue with your father? Dig. Thea, hit the street, see what we can find. Oh, sorry. Old habits.
It's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be the one in command, I guess, anymore. Anyway, though, right?
Here's a list of all their heists and attacks.
That was fast.
Yeah, like, riding a bike.
First about that, who's the Larson Credit Union?
No, it was Sterling National.
How'd you know that?
Same way you knew about Larson.
It's kind of, it's honestly kind of weird to see them, you know, with this dynamic right now.
Want to play again?
What game are we playing?
Playing the reason that you know so much about the Ghost is because you've been helping the team behind my back.
Oh. That seems like a little lie. You know what I mean? I'm guessing she couldn't help herself actually the entire time already, huh? But that's the thing, man. These two can never live a normal life. Like, it's just not meant for them. It probably, I'd imagine it'd just be boring too. You know what I mean? It's like Nathan Drake in Uncharted 4. Like, he's just bored out of his mind. Like, these two are made for the adventure, you know? And the violence, I guess.
Have you heard of anything going on that's a potential target?
Landmarks, Starling Gentleman, etc.
What about city events?
Train station's getting reopened tomorrow night for the new rail line, and Starling Gentleman is having a camp.
Ooh.
People don't come to Star City anymore, Laurel. They only leave.
Who is the cutest?
Well, that opening right there still seems like the perfect opportunity for a terrorist attack to me.
What's melting tonight? I know it's been a rough few months.
Tonight is just one man. Oliver's back.
What's the saying? Only the dead have seen the end of war.
Please, Oliver's not a soldier.
Isn't he?
It's pretty forgiving considering he kidnapped you 6 months ago.
Oh, shit. Oh, see, that's the funny thing, man. It's like Lila can understand. She literally was the victim of it all, but she's the one who doesn't really hold him, like, completely accountable, I guess, huh?
I have.
It's because you're better than me. It's one of the reasons why I love you.
It was war, Johnny. Maybe not against a country. And in times of war, we do
Yeah.
what we have to do.
A lot is permitted in wars.
Oliver did what he thought he had to do to defeat Roz. I'm not saying he made the right choice, but if Oliver Queen always made the right choice, he wouldn't need you.
Exactly, man. You kind of always were his moral compass, you know? He needs that.
You got food poisoning when we were in Thailand?
Yes, I might have been secretly working with the team, but I didn't exactly lie about the food poisoning.
Wow.
What about when you missed our boat, in Positano?
Okay, that one was a little fib.
Bali? No, Felicity, you said there wasn't even email involved.
How many fucking trips did you have, though? You traveled more in this last year than I did in my entire life.
I thought you were happy.
I was deliriously happy with you, but I miss this. I miss saving the city and helping people. It gives me life purpose.
See, I'd honestly kind of figure for this to be more of a problem on Oliver's end than hers. I'm kind of surprised that, like, he seemed to be genuinely cool with it, but I guess he's kind of had his, you know, his fair share of all the craziness. Whereas with Felicity, it's like, yeah, you know, that wasn't the 5 years or whatever, like, leading up to it, right?
This might be a good time to tell you that Cisco worked up a little something before he knew you were leaving. New suit.
Ooh.
Not staying long enough for a new suit.
You probably should. That thing might have some upgrades. I don't know. I mean, his suit never really has any, like, gadgets necessarily, like, tied to it, right? It's like the gadgets he just uses themselves.
The world's it's a funny place. It resists change. And so the only way to move things forward is to fight back. But our cause is only as strong as our weakest man. Mr. Alvarez, please step forward.
Oh, no. What, a public lynching or something? This is what you get for underperforming? I don't like this guy at all.
The cluster bombs from Cord Industry.
We encountered some resistance, but we handled it.
Well, I guess my definition of handled is a little different than yours.
Oh, boy.
You know, I love this town in the fall. I mean, yes, it looks pretty much the same as it does in the other 3 seasons, but I admire consistency.
Let me guess. Dog. Shitty. Gritty.
I respect dependability, and you've shown me neither. So now, allow me to show you something. It's another kind of beauty.
Oh my god.
It's the manipulation of primordial energies. The grazing of the levers that God uses to move the world.
My man, just say you're gonna stab him, goddammit.
This.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Move!
What the fuck kind of crazy ability does he possess? Is he a fucking metahuman? What's going on? Like, I don't even know really what he did to him, you know? He didn't, I think, choke him out. It's more like he messed with his fucking blood vessels or something, right? Like he just, I don't know, sucked the blood out of him or something. His life force.
Hey, Speedy! SAPD! Put your hands in the air!
Oh no.
What are they gonna do with the explosives?
They're gonna destroy Star City Station.
Here's where I can see it.
I think I literally called that one. It wasn't so hard to guess. He's back. Quentin realizes it too.
They're probably planning the attack for tomorrow night to celebrate the reopening of the new rail line.
Are we not gonna talk about what just happened? That dude just killed that guy by touching him.
Uh-huh.
Like we didn't have enough problems?
He wasn't a metahuman.
Oliver, what that man did was not natural.
He was mystical.
Oh shit. Oh no. Here we go with the fucking paranormal shit or whatever. Mystical, whatever the hell he wants to call it. But yeah, I'm sure he has seen some of these things, huh? He's always known about the supernatural.
I want you to remember that it's restraint separating us from them.
You've managed to be back, what, 24 hours?
How long has this been going on for?
Nothing is going on. Just become a better fighter.
A better fighter remains in control when they fight. Is everything okay?
It's not okay. My brother can't seem to stay out of my business.
I mean, I'm guessing he's saying that she's still just going at it too aggressively, and maybe part of that is just because she's still upset about Roy, like, leaving her or something? Well, I don't know what this is going to.
I couldn't fathom why you didn't trust me, but then I realized you couldn't. It's not who you are. You don't trust. You don't love. You were able to fool Roz and join the League because inside you are every bit as dark as they are.
I mean, is that true though? Like, what do you, Diggle, what do you figure, you know, he's been doing with Felicity the entire time? Like, he literally chose to live a normal life and a life about love, I guess you could say, right? Felicity was doing all this shit behind his back, basically, still involving herself with the mission and stuff. But Oliver was trying to make a genuine change. I don't know what this is. I mean, I get that Diggle's upset, don't get me wrong, but I just doubt the words that he's uttering. It's true that Oliver shut himself off, very much so, at the start of the show, when he just came back from the island and all the shit that, you know, has been happening in the prequel timeline, I guess you could say, right? But I feel like he's genuinely been wanting to make a change, and very clearly, like, he was willing to give it all up and, you know, kind of become more human again. So I just find it a little unfair that Diggle's saying this to him.
This town started going to crap the moment you put on that hood. You brought madness into all our lives, and the monster you were, inspired monsters.
But I'm not a monster anymore.
Then what are you?
Yeah. I guess they're all telling him, you know, choose an identity or something, right? But yeah, like, can he not be both?
Director Waller has asked me to thank you for agreeing to take on this mission.
I didn't agree. Take on any.
Sorry, we're in a bit of a clock.
What the fuck kind of mission is that? Jumping out of a plane with a parachute?
You do that with a shoot on your back or a bullet in your head. Your call.
Into where, though? Where are we? This is gonna be some type of war zone? Like a desert?
You know the terrain.
What terrain?
Your job is to infiltrate the area, assess the threat, and report back.
Sure.
According to our intel, your target may be radar capable. So when you think you're about to splat, only then do you pull the chute.
Oh my god, dude. That's the actual fucking same island, huh? We're just going back. Well, I mean, that puts us full circle, you know? Kind of imagining like, okay, if Oliver's now definitively going to stay here again until he finally goes back to Starling City, then it's all gonna make sense.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go home.
You don't want to go home.
I love our new home, but I also love it here, and you can't honestly tell me that you
Yeah.
A few months ago, he told me that all I brought back from the island was pain, misery, and darkness. I knew that the moment we came back here, that darkness would be waiting for me.
I mean, this is obviously what Oliver has been sort of struggling with the entire time, right? And this is exactly why he said by the end of last season, like, I'm gonna choose basically to accept one identity and leave behind the other, because he feels like he can't do both. This is what he's been saying to Felicity the entire time. It's like, I can't be with you while I'm the Arrow, right? So it's like, he feels like he has to pick, and he can't be both.
The only way I know how to fight the darkness is to be darkness. That is why I left.
Maybe you just need to be a different kind of person. You're not doing this alone anymore.
Train station was a bust.
I mean, it's obviously all a gray area, right? Like, it's like, okay, why can't you do both? You should be able to do both. It's just a belief that he's developed for himself. Probably for good reason, don't get me wrong. But again, and this is exactly why I thought it was so unfair for Diggle to basically say like, oh, you can't be that other person, because we've seen him be that other person. It's more like, can you be both? That's the real question.
The bombs aren't at the station because they're bringing them in.
On a train. When's the reopening ceremony scheduled for?
9:58.
Say suit up.
Here we go. Yep, with the green arrow tips, huh? Oh shit. Okay, showing a little bit of skin, huh?
First train from Central City will be arriving shortly.
Everybody get out of here!
Yo.
It's not safe!
Hey, this music is fucking epic right now. Holy shit.
Oh, you're really strong. Go. Thank you.
I mean, to be fair, Thea, I don't know if this really was the best strategy. You know what I mean? Like, maybe Thea should have just calmly told people to leave. You know what I mean? Not create this kind of mess. Damn. Oh, shit.
Situation report?
Sorry. You had to get off at an earlier...
You can't be the Arrow. He died. So who are you?
You're about to find out.
Oh, shit. My man is not even aware of any of the real truth.
Willing to die to destroy a train station?
No, that would be ridiculous.
Then how are you planning on getting off the train?
Yeah. Oh, you don't know who I am, do you?
Oh. He's just saying his supernatural abilities can somehow withstand it, I guess. This guy's something else.
I'm Damien Darhk.
Oh, of course. Holy shit. Damn, man. But wasn't it said that like Ra's al Ghul basically followed him up over at the League? Like, how did he ever actually like manage to defeat him or take over for him? Damn.
Is that all you got?
Bending the metal, huh? That's gonna hurt.
It seems you've much in common with the Arrow.
Uh-huh.
You're both dead.
Oh my god, dude. Thank you, Diggle.
Thank you.
Jesus. Dude, I'm fucking relieved that like that wasn't enough to already kill him, to be fair. Like, I feel like with the other guy when he did that, he was dead basically instantly.
Stop the train.
Blow it up!
Like, I don't know what he really did to him, but I'd imagine that the effects can't really be reversed, right? Like, this should already do some, like, long-standing damage to his body. Wow. Now, that's one hell of an explosion.
The man leading the ghost is Damien Darhk.
Did Roz tell you anything about Dark that'll give us any idea about his agenda?
He said that Damien Darhk had a hive of operatives at his disposal.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That was the exact word he used?
Why? Does it mean something to you?
Yeah.
Who would want to kill Andy?
Yeah, no.
Their names, just an alias.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, I remember it was brought up to Diggle, and it had to do with, like, the whole Deadshot thing. I remember that, but I forget that it was Deadshot actually full-on telling him about them. Oh, because they were supposed to be then the organization that basically, like, put out the hit on Diggle's brother. That's what it was, right? They asked Deadshot.
No, nothing.
You all right?
Yeah, fine, man. I'm just beat. Listen, I'm not quite there yet, Oliver, and so let's not do this right now.
I know.
Dude, that's fucking crazy, though, because wasn't that in season 1 or something that he got told that? It's crazy how they just managed to, like, leave it hanging for so long.
6 months ago, the Arrow died. But what he stood for didn't.
Uh,
And tonight, I am declaring my intention to stand with them.
To fight for this city, to be the symbol of hope that the Arrow never was.
wow, so you're just gonna like pretend to be a new one? I mean, are you not gonna... Yeah, you're basically not gonna look at yourself as like a vigilante anymore then in that case? It's like, no, now I am a superhero?
I am the Green Arrow.
Epic shit, man. Speaking of epic shit...
Who are you?
Well, this is what he was sent for, I guess. I don't know if he was sent here to aid them, because they could very well be the target, actually. Damn. Well, I probably can't feel pain either, I would think.
Conjugar.
What's that doing to him? Ew.
You have a visitor.
Those signs, like, this seems more sort of Asian, I think, right? Like Chinese or Tibetan or something like that?
Mass murder? Killing innocents? I didn't sign up for this.
You signed up to follow my instructions, to do my will. I want to know everything about this Green Arrow, where he lives and who he loved.
And if I don't help you?
Well,
I'm guessing you're telling me that, like, Quentin worked for him the entire time, never realizing who he was dealing with? Or what are we saying here?
because I think I made it abundantly clear. You don't have a choice.
Oh, you just got him in his pocket, I guess.
I know how you said that you didn't know how to be a hero without the darkness. And I know how you hate being wrong.
Oh man, still got the wedding ring there. What is that? Is that meant to be found still, or are we just putting it on hold regardless? I don't know. I don't know what it was situated in. God damn it. I don't know what these things are. I think this is just decoration, isn't it? Yeah. 6 months later.
Sorry I missed the funeral. Zoom? Yeah. There was a time I would have thought this was my fault. That I brought this darkness upon us. It's my responsibility. To do what? To end it.
Whose grave are we standing at now?
I want to be left alone.
The fuck is happening, dude? This is fresh, right? It's a fresh grave. Are they just teasing? Oh, wow. They're just kind of teasing us the future, I guess. Huh? Crazy. Alright guys, for the first episode, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and of course you can get early access to the next bunch of seasons straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Go and check it out. You can also sign up for free and watch the next episode right now. So, I'll see you there.